Good afternoon. My name is Solomon Paul Stevenson. Today I will be conducting an informational speech on how to relieve yourself while on a trip. How many of you like to go on road trips or have been on a car ride to a destination that has taken hours? If you find yourself answering yes to any of these questions, then you know that while on this trip, nature will call. Now, oftentimes when nature calls and you need to sometimes relieve yourself, you'll pull over to the side of the road, or a rest stop, or even a gas station and relieve yourself. However, like some of you travelers in the room may know, sometimes while traveling there are no rest stops, no gas stations, and for the ladies, sometimes stopping on the side of the road just won't cut it. As an active duty military serviceman who has been deployed a few times to Iraq and Afghanistan, I know all too well about traveling long distances where there are no rest stops, no gas stations, and nowhere to stop on the side of the road. So when nature calls and you're in desperate need of relief, have no fear. You have many options. I will begin talking about the importance of finding relief when you feel the urge. Then I'll discuss the different options you have in order to achieve that. And lastly, I'll share an experience my wife had and which option she chose. Now, when nature calls, it's very important that you answer. Stopping while traveling can be annoying and you may not like to prolong your already long trip. But retaining urine for long periods of time can cause some health problems. According to Dr. Stefan Larif, a urologist who is an affiliated of the Henry Ford Hospital, holding in urine can cause a urinary tract infection, or better known as a UTI. A UTI is an infection caused by bacteria that enters through the opening of the urethra. UrologyChannel.com states that 8 to 10 million people in the United States develop a UTI each year. And one way to prevent a UTI is to urinate when you feel the urge to. Holding on urine can cause a weak bladder. A weak bladder means that occasionally pee or urine can trickle out. Now, if you don't want any accidents or you don't want to end up wearing Depends for the rest of your life, use the bathroom when you feel the urge, even if it means extending your trip by a few extra minutes. Now, many options exist when considering relieving yourself. A few of the options we have already mentioned at the beginning of the informational speech. The first option is to stop at a rest stop. Second option is to even maybe stop or at a gas station if no rest stop is available. And thirdly is to stop on the side of the road. For men, this is an easy choice, but for the ladies, the choice is harder to make. They have to consider if there are trees in the area to provide cover, and, they worry about being day or night to avoid being seen. Then the whole squatting to urinate thing may be complicated due to the outfit they may have on. You know how it is. This next option is for those who may not be able to pull over. Get a wide neck water bottle or whatever container you may have and handle your business. Make sure you close it back up tightly because you don't want any type of spills. Also, do not confuse the bottle with anything else, like maybe even apple juice. If you accidentally drink the urine, it will not kill you, but I'm sure it will be gross. For the ladies, there are several products out there to help you answer the call for the nature. There are what we call P-Styles. There are also called The Whiz. And there are also Shiwis. And with this Shiwi, you can also see that there is a travel case as well. Lastly, we have the PZ, just to name a few. Now, most of these products are actually designed to use while standing and doesn't require pulling down any of your clothing. Now, if you have any of you are interested in becoming any truck drivers, there is something for you as well. The product is called a pit stop. It's available only in unisex. And you can see here how it has the actual open end and then the tube and then where all of your waste goes inside of the big container here at the bottom. Now, on my wife's first tour to Iraq, she tried two methods. During this deployment, she had a convoy where she went like everywhere. This meant that there was a group of vehicles traveling together. My wife was riding in a light medium tactical vehicle, better known as an LMTV. During one of their stops, she tried the whole squatting thing, which didn't work because she ended up peeing on herself and damaging her boots, and managed to get some on the back of her pants. So she didn't want to do that again. Okay, so now she shared that the next time she used a water bottle, she cut a whole wide hole in it, put some tape around the edges for comfort, and used it. Well, this worked really well until her clumsy self tripped over the bottle and got urine everywhere. As the tour progressed and they stayed at a site longer than a few days, they used these cans to relieve themselves. Sophisticated, huh? No, they were not on fire while they were using them. And these were what we were called the burning the Duke.